Many people continue to ask about the ruling, the Islamic ruling on taking the COVID vaccine. And as the fiqh assemblies, the assemblies on Islamic jurisprudential law, have pointed out that if you take into consideration that the preservation of life is of the primary objectives of the Sharia, of Islamic law, and then you put next to that the fact that using unlawful or ordinarily impure ingredients for the sake of medical treatment, this is permitted, especially when there's no alternatives, no viable alternatives, no equally effective alternatives, according to the majority of our scholars historically. And the only exception they make to that exception is wine. They will say we will not seek or use alcohol as medical treatment. And if you take also into consideration the fact that insignificant, trivial amounts of any substance, they are inconsequential, they are irrelevant, legally speaking, within Islam. And also the fact that we were forbidden in Islam from being hyper-technical. And also we were encouraged to enjoy Allah's concessions for us. Allah loves that we gratefully accept the concessions, the ease during times of hardship that He extends to us. All of that really tightens the conversation from veering to the possibility of saying we should not be taking these vaccines. And so the overwhelming degree of benefit established scientifically by independent agencies like the FDA, the efficacy of this vaccine, and juxtapose that, put that next to the overwhelming harm. The world has come to a screeching halt. So many people that have died and have been, sick for prolonged periods of time due to their immuno weaknesses, immunocompromise, and then also people's livelihoods coming to a screeching halt, and the slippery slope to irreversible poverty. You put all of these considerations on one side, and then you put these imminent dangers on another side. It becomes fairly easy to say that the least we should be saying about the COVID vaccine is that it is permissible to take and recommended to take. That is, if not absolutely necessary, that we all take it at our earliest convenience. The last question is about the effect of a vaccine on a Muslim's fast. And these are two separate issues entirely, because what would break a Muslim's fast? Food and drink, ingesting food and drink orally, or something that is analogous to food and drink, like taking a nutritional injection, an injection that nourishes you, like taking glucose into your blood, like taking glucose into your blood through a needle. But medicinal injections of medicine, these would have no effect on the fast whatsoever, whether they are vaccines, whether they are anesthetics, whether they are insulin or otherwise, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.